Hello, big world. I'm really enjoying being on this farm here in Ireland. In a couple of days, the hosts and I are gonna travel to the West Coast, and she was like, it's September. There might not be a lot of things to do, activities. She was looking for like a marine wildlife tour, and she was like, book it. And then it was like, oh, it's off season. So I don't mind. We're staying in this house, and I was like, am I going to have to work while I'm there? Because I work, I give my time, and they give me room and board in this lovely little glamping situation out here in the trailer. I think this might be a retired ice cream truck. That looks like a speaker to me. But anyway, so I'm like, this is the Ireland experience that I was hoping for, and I'm gonna go, do the city thing, and that's for like a day, but it's gonna be 4 nights, and I'm very excited about it. But she was like, no, you don't have to work while you're there. I was like, great, let's do it. And my portion of it's only gonna be like, I don't know, $120 for 4 nights. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. So we had a pretty long discussion, me and the woman hosting me, about like near-death experiences, because I never had a moment where I like went somewhere else, but there was definitely, these things that my body has been through, they're pretty serious. I definitely I had this like mental image of me just like offering the brain tumor to whoever it is that hears my prayers, and was just like, whatever you got for me, I'm here for it. If it is your will for me to go through the surgery, the chemo, and the radiation, and continue to be an example of how strong somebody's faith can be despite circumstances, I'm here for it. Probably prefer a little bit more that the tumor just miraculously be gone, but whatever the cards are for me, I'm here for it, and I will do my best to accept it as quickly as I can. Whenever the ER doctor was like, you appear to have a brain tumor, and we'll find out in the morning whether or not it's operable, I was like, well, gosh, that was the last thing I wanted to hear right now. But it was just like, in that moment, I was just like, okay, like, what do I have to do to stay alive? I mean, I was pretty doped up at the time, but I had just had a seizure. But I was just like, what do I have to do? And if it's time for me to go home, it's time for me to go home. But like, the fact that I did not resist it, I was very surprised by that. So, it's a pretty easy decision when it's like, do I want this, or do I want to, continue to be alive? So there's just something about like a neuro-oncologist looking at me in my face and saying, you have about 25 years left to live. I challenge that. Absolutely, I challenge that. But like, when the doctor said that to me, I was like, that's a very long time to continue to feel as sick and as tired as I feel right now. And so it was very much like, all right, if this is what I got to do to stay alive, then this is what I got to do to stay alive. And it very much became like, I don't struggle with these decisions. I don't struggle with, whether or not to eat sugar. It's very much like, do I want to eat this, or do I want to continue to be alive? And so the question and the resistance kind of disappears whenever it's that, like, it's very simple. Do I want to eat carbs, or do I want to continue to be alive? I choose life. Not everybody chooses life, and that's okay. That's okay for them. But for me, I choose life.